Hey guys, this is Mr. Kitzmiller back with you again. In this video, we're going to talk about doing a large dice. A large dice is 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch. Previously, we talked about a small dice, which was 1/4 inch by 1/4 by 1/4. Medium dice, which is a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Now we're going to look at a large dice. Large dice is probably used less than a small or medium. Typically because of its size. I would say that a large dice would be utilized in something like a stew. Maybe if you were cutting up fruit, you might cut fruit up into a large dice. I might bring some stuff later for us to try to look at cutting up some fruit. But today we're going to to show you how it's done, we're going to look at a potato again. I've already peeled it. I peeled one in the last video. So we're just going to kind of get right to it. I'm going to take my ends off as before. I'm going to save this for later. I can put that in maybe a stock, or I can use it as a thickening agent. If I had some kind of recipe that just called for random potatoes, I could put them in hash browns for breakfast, something of that nature, where I might shred them. You always want to be looking for different things that you can use for your scrap. But what I've done is I've squared this off. I was careful to use my grip correctly. I was careful to use my claw technique. Now, a large dice, again, is 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch. That's this big block down here. So if I was looking at going across, and I've also got my guide right here, that's kind of my template. I can lay that down here, and I'm probably going to get maybe 3 out of there, and they were probably going to be a little bit shy of being a large dice. I'm going to take this and put it right up against here, and I'm a little bit shy. It's hard to see there. I'm a little bit off. I'm going to try to just cut this directly in half and get us a true, not a good technique with my claw. I apologize. This last piece is probably the only one that's going to end up being a true large dice. This right here, if you look at it side by side, we're pretty close to the thickness. Now let's try to just cut this joker in half. Come back to this right here and kind of see where we're at. This isn't completely rounded off, but we're pretty close to what we're trying to get there. So again, this is not your most precise cut. It's not used as much, but we're still going to try to go for cubes. We want this to get as close as we're going to do it. We want to do it right. Let's say these are going to be a little bit small down here. Always watch your fingers when you're working with something like this. Looking at our dice, this is a little bit big. A little bit big. See some of these? A little bit closer. Let's try working with our next ones here. Getting more in the ballpark there. 3/4 by 3/4 by 3/4. Not too shabby. Finish cutting this right here. As you can see, all these right here, this would be perfect for a stew of some sort. This would be a great size for a fruit salad if you're cutting watermelon or cantaloupe, honeydew, pineapple maybe. It's great for our larger applications. I would not use these in a sauce or and it's saute in a dish, but I think that would be a great application for them.